Yo, what's going on, everybody? I just shorted GBP CAD. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna be discussing the GBP CAD. I mean the GBP futures and the CAD futures. And I'll be explaining why I decided to short. So let's start with the GBP. So GBP, we're on the weekly. Well, let's go to a monthly. So we have this drop base drop. If we put it here, it violates the 25% rule, so that's why I decided to put it here. You have this rally-based drop. Price came into that zone, touched once, and then it just touched twice. We go to the weekly, we have this beautiful rally-based drop. Price is in that zone. We could see also that we have a bearish engulfing, and it's also a bearish hammer candle. And then if we go to the daily, we can see that once price came into that zone, it created it created this rally-based drop. Price came into that zone, touched, and now it's reacting to the downside. So technically, we are bearish on the GBP. Now let's go to the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar is we're not really in supply. So look at this. We go to a monthly, this drop base drop got violated. Then weekly also this drop base drop also got violated. And then when we go to the daily, we might have a supply zone, but since we don't have a big brother, small brother coverage, I do not consider it. So what am I expecting technically from the Canadian dollar? I'm expecting it to go up until this zone, this supply zone, this monthly and then weekly supply zone. And then when it gets there, anticipate a drop. So what I'm saying is that I'm anticipating for the Canadian dollar to continue to the upside. All right. So with that being said, also let's discuss the fundamentals. We could see that retailers are getting more bearish, which is good for us because we're expecting price to continue to go up. And then also fund managers starting to buy a little. They're pretty bearish, but they're starting to buy, so that's a pretty good thing to note. And then the fund managers, we could see, nah, they're not doing much really. We can see that we're creating a hidden divergence here, but I'm not worried about that right now. And then let's go to the British pound to discuss the fundamentals. We can see we are creating with the fund managers a picture perfect divergence. Here it's going down, and then up here it's going up. Okay, so we have a divergence, and uh, it's a bearish divergence. Now let's go to retail traders. Retail traders are getting more bullish, which is good for us because we're anticipating a drop. And then users and producers, they are getting a little bit more bearish. They have more room to fall, but they are already starting to get bearish. So, yeah, that's GBP and that's the Canadian dollar. So now let's discuss the GBP CAD. So if we go to a monthly, we could see this huge zone, this drop base drop. Price is inside that zone. If we go to the daily, we could see this picture perfect rally base drop. And then price came perfectly into that zone. It tapped to the perfection, and then we got the reaction. Once it tapped, it gave us it tapped, gave us a rally base drop, and then also it gave us a rally base drop. Okay, so it gave us a weekly and a daily supply zone. If we go to 960, we could see a beautiful, beautiful head and shoulders. It's the left shoulder. It broke below and then gave us a beautiful bearish engulfing. That's exactly where I entered. Stops right here above this left shoulder. And then the target, we could see that there is a demand zone down here, this drop base rally. And then we also have on the weekly, we have this rally base. All of this could be a base or it could be a drop base rally, but I decided to go uh, more safe and draw all of this zone. So my target will be the overlap of the weekly and the daily demand zone. So my target would be around here. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I'll hope this trade is a winner. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, I'll see you. Bye bye.